Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome into the Free Money Show here, coming to you live with another episode of Across the Pond, the soccer gambling show here on the Free Money Podcast. Coming off a 2-2 day. Not bad. We will take it. Started off really good in the morning. We started Aston Villa clean sheet, plus 135. Emi Martinez, great game. Villa, great game. They scored a lot of goals, just not as fast as I would hoped, as that was a loss, but only for a quarter unit. Aston Villa to lead at 10 minutes, plus 525. I thought that they would get an early one. They had a couple chances, but were a little bit slow, and they did not end up getting a goal as early. And the second game of the day, Chelsea over 1.5 team total. Carney Chukwuemeka, great goal. Shook Thomas Suchek, and Enzo Fernandez missed a penalty that would have got us over the total. This Chelsea team, they're not very good. They're just a mess. And then Pochettino was talking about getting new offensive players. You sign 20 players, dude. A lot is going on at that club. I love my Chelsea to miss the top 6. I got the ticket, plus 145. I don't see, they might be lucky to finish top 10. So they are a mess. And then the other winner, Bundesliga, Union Berlin, 3-1 win yesterday, and doing great over in the Bundesliga. So 2-2 day, and now start the day up 7.88 units, and we are ready to roll here with 3 plays for Monday, with a couple games on the slate. We start in La Liga. Both teams to score, yes, plus 100 even money. Granada and Rayo Vallecano on the Barstool Sportsbook. We were on Granada last week, plus 1.5, and got a brutal 98th minute goal to make it a loss and a 3-1 Atleti win. In that game, Granada likely should have had another. They had 5 scoring opportunities and only 1 goal in the back of the net. This team had a 1.13 expected goals for the game and really found their form when Atletico scored their first. So kind of hoping the same happens here, that hopefully Rayo gets a goal early and we can then step on the gas a little bit with Granada and get another one. Vallecano scored 2 goals last week and won 2-0, but the back 4 and goalie earned their paycheck last game for sure. They allowed 19 shots, although only 5 on goal, but still 5 saves for the keeper and 8 corner kicks. So a lot of work for that unit. And that totaled up to 1.12 expected goals allowed against Almeria. And last season in La Liga, the both teams to score, yes, hit 13 out of the 19 games, so a 13-6 record to the both teams to score, yes, for the Rayo Vallecano home games. And at home in La Liga games, Rayo expected goals 1.31 and an expected goals of 1.10. So expecting some goals in Spain. Pick number 2, a player prop here for the Arsenal and Crystal Palace game. Gabriel Martinelli to score or assist, plus 125 on FanDuel. Martinelli had an assist to Eddie Nketiah in the first game of the season against Nottingham Forest in a 2-1 win. He had 2 other attempted assists that, had they gone in, would have been credited to him, and had an overall expected assists of 0.12. So doing a little bit on that kind of market there. And in both games last season versus Crystal Palace, Gabriel Martinelli had a goal. 15 goals on the season, 2 of them came against Crystal Palace. He also had an expected assist of 9 last season, only ended up with 5. So definitely has that skill set as well of getting the ball at the feet of the strikers. So whether it's Gabriel Jesus or Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz had one that got blocked. This team has weapons on offense. And in the game at Crystal Palace, where the game is today, last season, Martinelli had an attempted assist and 2 shots for the game, with 1 going past the keeper. Some players just play great against certain teams. Harry Kane against Leicester or Rooney against Newcastle. You just know that when they play, they're likely going to score. Martinelli may have that in him against this Crystal Palace team. And in the 2 games versus Palace, Arsenal scored at least 2 goals in both games, 2 in the first one to start off the season and 4 the second time around, likely meaning we will be having a few opportunities today to get Martinelli on the stat sheet. Pick number 3, AC Milan and Bologna. Under 2.5 goals, minus 118 on FanDuel. AC Milan has a brand new transfer to debut in offense and one in the midfield. Christian Pulisic will likely start up top with Olivier Giroud and Rafael Leao. And I think will flourish in due time in Serie A. Premier League is a little too quick for him. He's not a pacey player. He's more of a kind of wait and approach and use speed player at the right times. And I think that he'll flourish kind of once he gets acclimated. Give him about 3-4 months. I think he'll find his form and round it out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, fellow Chelsea transfer in midfield, will help them out. And Chukwueze comes in from Villarreal, and a wizard with the ball at his feet will likely come off the bench and come and be transferred in, subbed in at the end of the game. But I like the under a lot here. Magic Mike in net is really good, and I like the back 4 led by Tomori. Bologna also has injuries themselves, and last season they were tied for the fewest home goals conceded with 14. And striker Arnautovic returns to Inter Milan, and they will need to replace him up top. So they may lack a little bit of scoring. We'll love nothing more than a 0-0 draw, but under 2.5, minus 118 on FanDuel is the play there. So we got 3 plays. We start the morning. Both teams to score, yes. Granada and Vallecano on the Barstool Sportsbook. Granada really impressed, and I think they'll have a really good season in La Liga. Rayo can score at any moment. Pick number 2, a player prop, Gabriel Martinelli to score or assist, plus 125 on FanDuel. He had 2 goals last year against Crystal Palace. Let's get him 1 more and make it 3 in a row. And then we finish in Serie A, under 2.5 goals in the AC Milan game, minus 118. Serie A tends to be a little bit slower. A lot of moving pieces on both teams, and I think that it will take a little bit of time for them to get settled in Serie A. So, thank y'all for listening. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe over here at The Free Money Show. Let me know what y'all think. You can follow me at the RJ Larson on Twitter, at The Free Money Podcast on Spotify. Getting ready for pro football and, of course, the Free Money Podcast Daily. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate it again, as always, and see you next time.